Guys in the Golf.
Looking for nominations for our new theme song, are you?
Yeah, mate. Yeah.
Well, I've been back down in the golf for like 2 hours, and we're already sitting here recording a podcast, so we're getting straight back amongst it. I know we've missed a few over the last couple of months, been coming and going, but yeah, we're obviously, when we're here, we're determined to get some episodes up for you. Get heaps of messages from people saying, like, when's the next episode going up? We do try and do it weekly, but sometimes it just doesn't work out that way. So we're here now, and we're pumped, ready to go.
Yep.
Well, it's the big lumberjack here. It's his birthday tomorrow, so we'll start with a little bit of birthday present time, courtesy of Big Pete, this one. We've got some 15-year-old something or other from Cuba.
Oh.
And we happen to have a couple of glasses there and some ice, so we might pop the cork on that and throw the cork away. What do you reckon?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so thanks, Big Pete. Big Pete's like a mythical character. Like, we always mention him. He has, since the last podcast, he has been here, and he's already gone back down south, but he'll be back again. I swear he's a real person.
He'll be back soon, hopefully.
Yeah.
Very soon. So he's actually should be part of the furniture here in the not too distant future, I think. So
yeah, that's the plan.
That's his plan anyway. So
yeah.
So he shouldn't be sort of too far away.
Yeah.
A few weeks maybe.
We've connected Ash's phone to the desk, so in a little bit we might even try and do a live call.
Give him a ring, mate.
Because let's face it, he's not going to be doing much right now. He's going to be sitting there waiting for a call from us, I reckon.
He's probably having one of these at his place down south, down Victoria. So he did come up, but he had a mongrel of a trip on his way up. But
that's right,
yeah, so he's got a dual cab 79 series, and he was towing a pretty big sort of trailer. And just down near Marla somewhere, he went over cattle grid and did an axle or something, rear axle, and ended up pretty well stuffing his whole rear diff housing. And so, yeah, spent, I think, 10 days or something in Alice Springs and
doing what do you call it? Night shift.
Working night shifts.
Staying up with a baseball bat, looking after his trailer. Yeah, that's the thing with what have you done there?
Oh, mate, just the way you've set it up. See,
my bad.
No, it'll be all right. She'll be all good, mate.
Yeah,
we'll make it work.
Yeah,
we'll make it work, eh? Oh God. Anyway,
can't work under these conditions, mate.
It is starting to warm up. The table's maybe getting a bit hot, mate. Maybe melting.
It is warming up, and as a result, the fishing is too, which is good. I hear all sorts of stories. I was up having a beer with Mick an hour ago, and he was saying he's heard of 2 or 3 metre he's been caught this week.
There's been a couple. Yeah, Vince got one the other day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's on the board. Yeah.
Ex-president.
Yeah.
Yeah, righty, eh? Well done, Vince.
Yeah. So I'm not sure whereabouts he was exactly, but
we'll find out. He'll tell me.
But yeah, it was family. Yeah.
I'm part of the family.
He'll tell you something. And they got the fish boards and Dan's got them up and going there now. So
yeah, cool.
So that's pretty good. People can send their photos in and that and go up on the thing. Actually, I won one for my cod, mate, in the fishing comp the other week.
Oh, really? That got entered into the monthly or the whatever it is? The month?
Evidently, because I...
So you already won $500 for that fish.
I got a free beer as well. So.
Oh, perfect. It's the fish that keeps giving. That's awesome.
All I wanted was the title, mate.
The Godfather. Your dog.
Well, you reckon get stuck into this one or what?
Yeah, send it, mate.
Too late now. I pulled the cork out.
Yeah, well, if it takes half an hour to open up like it, you've been struggling away with there. You're going to get pretty, sober up, mate.
Well, I'd have some bloody Captain Morgan or something, mate, but bloody transport company forgot the grog in Darwin this week, so they're normally this afternoon we'll have a few pallets of grog to unload, but this afternoon we got bugger all. So we'll have to wait till tomorrow. I think they send another truck down tomorrow, so hopefully they'll
we got
fix it up tomorrow.
The sponsor from Big Pete.
Thanks, Big Pete. So he spent 10 days in Christmas. He came up and he's been pretty keen to buy a place up here and spend some more time here. So he's had a bit of a look around and he's brought one trailer load of gear up, and he already had one trailer load of gear that I've been looking after him since last year. So we brought another trailer load of gear up, and we unloaded that the other night. And I told him, I said, like, we can unload it whenever you want, as long as it's not on election night. Because election night, as soon as they start doing as soon as 6 o'clock comes around, they start counting the ballots. I'll be glued to the TV. So about 5 minutes into counting, I get a knock on the door. Oh, Big Pete's ready to unload his trailer. So, but a couple of young fellas from Caston were there, give us a hand, and got it all out. It took us 15, 20 minutes, and and
I assume by the time you got home, the election was probably already decided.
Well, it had already been called, mate. Yeah,
absolute landslide. What do they call it when it swing?
Yeah, a massive swing.
Yeah. Big change for the Northern Territory.
Yeah, back to a CLP government after 8 years of Labor, mate. So, see what comes from that.
Yeah.
Hopefully, some positives for us. We got it's the first time in recent history we've had a local member who's also been in government as well. So, so for us here, hopefully that converts into something, decent for us.
Yeah.
So, see how it goes, though.
Awesome. We've got an absolute crazy finish to the year coming up. We're in mid-September. So we're going to be the rescheduled King Ash Bay Easter Fishing Classic is now it's scheduled for next weekend?
Yeah, the 22nd or something.
It's just called the King Ash Bay Fishing Classic, I think.
Yeah.
So $50,000 worth of prizes on total prize pool up for grabs for that one, and then. After that, we've got something very awesome happening at the start of October, which I'm still holding off on announcing. Then from mid-October, the big lumberjack here and I, we'll be heading on a plane to, for me, my first ever time to Western Australia. Have you been to Western Australia yet?
Yeah, I have. I went about a long time ago. It was forever. I was only a kid, and we drove down to the thriving metropolis that is Balgo, and very little community in the middle of the desert.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that was with work for your dad or something. Or
there's a fella that used to live where we used to live, and he was working out there. So
right, yeah.
Then we're on school holiday, so my old boy reckons, we'll go and see my old mate over there and jump in the Toyota. Let's go for a drive. So basically, the best way to describe it is you drive till you get to the middle of nowhere. And then you keep going a bit, and then you turn off and you drive about 400 k's into the desert, and you end up at Balgo.
Yeah,
but very, very different, very different to driving through the top of the Kimberley sort of thing, and then but you go in past Wolf Creek, so that was pretty cool. We had like Wolf Creek Crater.
Yeah, rightio.
Yeah.
Which I've only ever heard of. Yeah.
Yeah. So actually got to drive in and have a look at that. So that was pretty cool. Other than that, there's not much to see out there for a kid.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Ash and I, we're flying into Broome, getting picked up. We'll probably just sort of touch on it this week.
Yeah.
We'll sort of drop more information as we go, but we're getting picked up, going to Derby, and then we're doing a 15-day cruise all the way back to Darwin. So that's pretty exciting. We'll tell you who we're doing that with and all sorts of details along the way. We're going to also try and record podcasts on the mothership as we're going as well on the trip. So that's, crazy things to be looking forward to. Mm-hmm. Sort of the trip of a lifetime. And then pretty much get back from that. And then we're straight into the dying moments before our Barclay Bulls and Barra big event here at King Ash Bay. Yeah.
So we'll be back just about 2 weeks before that, I think. So looking forward to that too. So we've really kicked it into gear now. We've got a heap of sponsors already, and a few more things to get finalised. But it's looking really, really good. Yeah,
it's amazing how if it's an event that people are excited about, like sponsors are literally just coming out of the woodwork just saying, we want to sponsor it. Like rather than with event, like anyone that's organised events before, usually on the phones or on the emails, just like, hey guys, do you want to sponsor this event? But with this one, people are contacting you.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually it's been a bit of a contrast to just like a normal fishing comp sort of thing. So and I know we have touched on it briefly, and I think we spoke about it. Was it very early this year, or was it last year? It was
this year.
Earlier this year.
When we first sort of announced the idea of it.
We sort of started talking. Well, we'd already been speaking about it for a while, but we started talking with Lockie about it a little bit, and he's chased up a fair bit on his end, and got a heap of people lined up, and sort of just through the grapevine, people have sort of become interested in it, and been in contact and said, look, if you're going to make it happen, and we want to be involved. So, and it's all good people too. Like it's, I think that's one of the things. It's just, like the King Ash Bay is a small place, the Territory is a small place, but it's all the guys from Western Queensland and down to Tennant Alice Springs up to Catherine Darwin. Everyone sort of knows somebody. So, sort of a small community. So the word that sort of got out already, the amount of sort of good. Good people, good businesses that want to be involved, and it's created a lot of interest in the right places. So it's shaping up to be a really good event. Yeah, really, really good.
Yeah. So the name again, Barkley Bulls and Barra. So Bulls, we've got a rodeo on the Friday night, and then a fishing comp, a Barra comp on the Saturday, Sunday. Yeah. So $10,000 to the winner takes all for the bull rider.
Yep.
And then there's also 10 up for grabs, but 5 for the longest barra, sorry.
Yeah, so we'll have $5,000 for the longest barra, and it'll be like a photo comp. Hopefully we'll try and use the app to run this one. So,
yeah, cool.
So that's sort of the plan. Longest barra will be $5,000, second longest 3, and then we'll have probably a mystery length barra, which will be $2,000, and then we have that much stuff's been sponsored up for raffles and stuff. So we'll have a heap of raffles and stuff throughout the weekend, and got Ripper Entertainment. We've got Luke Geiger coming over to perform Friday, Saturday night. So it's just going to be off its head, mate. I reckon it's going to be unreal.
Yeah. It's like the talk of the town. I reckon. Like everyone's excited about it.
And then between now and then we might try and come up with a couple of little things we might do to bit of entertainment and stuff, mate.
Rightio.
Might get you to do a dance for us.
Rightio. Free buffalo rides. 2 big buffaloes here.
So very, very exciting times, mate. The end of this year is going to be absolutely flat out. So I thought wouldn't run for president this year, so I'd have a bit of time to do some of my own stuff. And now I've got more jobs than I've ever had. So more not more jobs, but more things on than I've ever had. So between this trip over west and then we've got the fishing comp coming up very shortly. Then we've got this trip over west. You've got some stuff happening early October as well. Yeah. Which is very exciting. Trip over west, then we get back and then do the Barkley Bulls and Barra, and then by the time that's done, mate, we'll be nearly Christmas. Yeah,
absolutely. It's going to be hectic. Yeah, I think I'm home for 2 days in October. Yeah.
Bloody hell.
Yeah. So it's going to be an absolute whirlwind. So we know there's a rodeo and the fishing comp. But what's that sort of let's call it a schedule of events for the rodeo for the Friday?
So Friday afternoon we'll basically we've got Byron who's coming across. He's got professional rodeo stock, so it's all very very professional sort of outfit. So we'll have proper rodeo bulls, proper bullfighters. Rodeo clowns people call them, but bullfighters. We'll have 2 or 3 shoots set up. I think probably around about 20 odd animals, something like that. We could have up to 40 riders or something like that, maybe.
Rodeo.
But the end of there'll be should be pretty wild anyway, mate. Down the front there, in front of the bar, on the sand, between the bar and the river.
With the river in the background, yeah.
We've been marking it out now and sort of getting it all sort of worked out and making sure we're getting all our I's dotted and T's crossed, and it's looking really, really good. So it's it'll be an absolute cracker. And then after the bull rides are finished on the Friday night, mate, we're straight into Luke Geiger singing. We'll have him set up there. Same thing. We'll have a big area there where people got plenty of room to move around, and looking like a top-notch event anyway.
Yeah.
A lot of work to do between now and then. A lot of work to do.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, because as we work through it, or as you work through it, I'm trying to distance myself a bit from it. As you work through it, like little other things just keep popping up. So you just got to keep, there's so many little intricate bits and pieces to do along the way. So you'll be sitting on a mothership in the Kimberleys worrying about it, mate.
Nah, be all sorted, mate. Be all sorted, all under control.
Yeah, awesome.
Nah, we'll have it well and truly sorted by then.
Yeah.
That's still, 4 weeks away?
Yeah.
Something, 5 weeks away maybe?
Yeah. Oh, it's 2 months away.
No.
Oh, the Kimberley trip.
Yeah, the Kimberley. Yeah, we'll have it all well and truly sorted because by the time we get back from that, we'll only have about 10 days or something probably, realistically, from getting back here to when it actually happens. So that last week will be work on the ground. But but in terms of everything else will be already lined up, mate. Yeah. Slowly getting through that list. I know we were down there again today, organising stuff and actually marking stuff out. And then you did a I don't even know what you call it, but
like an overlay map thing.
Yeah. So everyone sort of knows what's going on, and then we can try and find any problems before they arise. So no, it's all happening, mate. It's all.
Yeah. But I get a lot of people messaging in that about Mullet. Mullet's not here at the moment. I guess don't want to go into personal stuff, but like he's not here at the moment. He'll be back.
He's not in jail or anything.
No. I made it sound real bad. Crabbing's really bad this year, so he's not here.
So he's gone to basically run his other business and do his
concreting and stuff like that. Yeah. So
he's just not in town at the moment. He was here. He actually did a heap of work around town before he left, and he did several weeks of concreting stuff around Barra in the area and that, and then lined up a few sort of jobs. I think back over east, so he's just gone back over there to smash out a few jobs so he can put some dollars away for the wet season, and we'll see him back and we'll catch up with him, no doubt. When he gets back, we'll. I was talking to him just the other night, and I said to him we should try and sneak back for the weekend, at least for the Bulls and Barra weekend. Barkley Bulls and Barra tournament.
There's our champion bull rider for sure.
Jesus. Champion something, man. I don't know. Oh God. Yeah, so but anyway, we might see what happens, mate. Hopefully, we can get him back over for a catch up soon.
Yeah. What else has been happening? So we got the Rod Locker. So anyone sort of new to the podcast, we've got a Guys in the Golf Facebook group. We've got our page, but there's a separate group which is like a private group called the Rod Locker. We got it must be close to 2,000 members in that now, and you guys that keep on uploading photos of fishing and all sorts of stuff. You even do some of your song nominations in there. So thanks everyone for joining the Rod Locker. It's a good little community. Like even when we go down the club down here, we get people come up and say, "Oh yeah, how you going, mate?" Or introduce, and they say, "Oh yeah, I'm the one that uploaded the photo of this." I'm like, "Oh yeah, right, yeah." So it helps sort of link people together. Yeah, because we do meet a lot of people.
Yeah, we got some guys. Oh, actually, we were talking to half a dozen people last night. They're all in the Rod Locker, mate. That they've just got here and just leaving, and we've got some guys over in the lodge now that from down the Gold Coast. I think Coomera Waters Fishing Club.
Oh yes, I do know that fella. Yeah, everyone blurs together for me.
Yeah, especially last night.
Oh Jesus.
So there's actually been a heap of people uploading stuff in there. And I suppose one other thing to say is that if you do listen to this and you want to be in the Rod Locker, make sure you answer yes to the questions. Otherwise, you're not going to be.
Yeah, I've left a whole heap of people in there because you have to apply to join pretty much, and all you need to do is just answer yes to like 4 questions or 3 questions. But there's other people who sort of haven't answered them or whatever. I'm like, I just stop because I don't want dramas down the track. If someone posts something in there and then we use it on the podcast and then they're like, "Oh, I didn't give you permission to use that." I'm like, well, anyway, so.
It's pretty much just if you post some photos and stuff and a bit of a yarn in the Rod Locker and we see it and we talk about it and put one of your photos up whilst we're talking on the podcast. Yeah. We don't want someone coming back and complain saying don't use our photos. So if you don't want to be involved in it, that's fine. Don't put.
Yeah.
So but there's only even just today a fella in there asking about what he should bring as spares first trip up here. Ask him what boat spares he should bring. He's got a fairly new boat, new motor and everything like that, and it's only just been serviced. But just ask him what sort of spare parts and stuff he should bring, if any. And so, and there's already been a heap of replies on there saying basically, bring a spare prop just in case and a spare fuel filter maybe. And again, majority of stuff you can get from the shop here anyway. Yeah. If you do come unstuck somewhere, the vast majority of things you can get at the servo here. Then another one there, Kiara. First time up at the Pilo Islands, beautiful place, and we put a heap of photos up there. Big trevally, big mackerel, and a nice looking water out there too. Yeah, some nice photos. Looks like an absolute glass off. I don't know. That was only just recently, but that was only just today. So
oh wow.
Well, they only posted it today, so. And then another one from Travis Goldie. Hail, Travis here, currently caretaker at Tomato Island. If anyone needs any info from here, HMU, which I'm assuming means hit me up. It finishes on the 1st of November, so he's still got a little while away. And then coming down to King Ash Bay.
Oh, cool.
So, he hasn't been here for 10 years. So
Tomato Island, that's up the Roper.
Yeah, up towards the Roper, yeah. So, it is on the Roper.
Yeah.
So, I think, isn't it?
I don't know the area at all up there.
So, yeah.
It's just up the road, but I've never been there.
So, but anyway, Travis is the same thing. Travis has said he's caretaking at Tomato Island. So if anyone's got any questions about going up there or anything like that, then they can hit him up on there as well, and he'll sort you out. And then Russ is a great bloody rod locker contributor, mate.
Yeah.
Russ from Tennant Creek. He comes up from Dexter Barn Electrical. Always comes up and sorts all our electrical problems out for us quite regularly.
Yep.
And usually gets out on the blue water when he's here. And he's just posted again only a couple of weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, and got some nice redfish and goldies and stuff there. So
yeah, he knows how to catch a fish.
yeah. He's always, every time he comes up here, he's always posting a couple of photos up there, mate. Some of the fish he's caught, so he does pretty good.
Yeah.
So and that's what that sort of page is about, I suppose, is just for people to get out there and have a look and share their experiences. And it's not only just from here too. Some other people have posted stuff. They've been to other places around the region and put something up and said, "Oh, watch out! I hit this rock here," or whatever, or
Yeah, you can post whatever you want in there. Anything that you think might be of interest to the other people in the community. Yeah, because it's a closed group, so it's not. There's nothing. It's not public. Like it's not visible to the greater public of idiots. Yeah. So it's a cool little space for uploading stuff, which I do. I post stuff in there fairly regularly. Like if I upload a video on my YouTube channel, I'll put something in the Rod Locker about it, so it goes straight to the people which I think will want to see it. So.
And you've put a couple of videos out recently. I think since we did put our last podcast out, you've had 2 videos that you finished editing and put up. Yeah.
Most recent one was that Reef and Beef one where we went to the Barra rodeo there. Yeah, which was good fun. I loved editing that the rodeo footage together. Yeah.
Some wild stuff in amongst that.
There's a lot of stuff that couldn't make it because as the day progressed, there's a few people starting to start doing a bit of dancing and whatever, and I'm like, I might not put this bit in. It was good. I've been to the rodeo quite a few times, but I actually had real good day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was good fun in there, and it's because we used to do the bar there. My old man used to get the license for the club, the rodeo club there, and used to run the bar, so I'd always be sequestered in the tent there, bloody selling beers to everyone else. Never really got too much of an opportunity to actually sit down and watch too much. So it was good just to sit there and have a beer and watch some of the events and actually enjoy it. Something different.
Yeah.
So, that was good.
Yeah, and then the next day I went out fishing. So it was a Reef and Beef episode. So, I did Beef was the rodeo in Borroloola. And then the next day, went out fishing out around the islands. And the weather absolutely turned itself on. It was unreal. Yeah, almost a glass off. Yeah, unfortunately, there's millions of fish out there. I caught so many fish. I went through a whole box of that California squid, literally a whole box. Just by myself. And so many little fish. There was not a single fish which I'd sort of brag about. Yeah, it was just one of them days. Like, can't complain about it, obviously. Like, it was, catching heaps of fish and perfect weather. Like, what more can you ask for? But I really would have liked, like, a nice golden snapper or something. Heaps of people getting up me in the video because the way I must have portrayed it a bit not how I intended to is probably the best way of putting it, because people in the comments are writing stuff, oh, geez, you Territorians are fussy and stuff like that, because I was like, oh, damn, all right, I'll take home these tricky snapper. And people are like, oh, geez, if they're a legal size one of them in my boat, and they'll never get thrown back. I'm like, oh, well, I don't know, we're sort of spoilt for choice here. That's the way I tried to describe it, where, like, sure, heaps of fish I throw back would taste nice, but firstly, I'm not going to bring home 30 fish. I like taking home 1 or 2. Yeah. And then, so as a result, I want to take home one that is one of my favourites, which is, I don't know, golden snapper is probably right up there as one of my favourites for a target species from that day. If I got a decent one, absolutely, that's what I would have brought home. So we're sort of spoilt for choice. So we do throw a lot of fish back that, would still taste lovely. Yeah. So I think I sort of I didn't portray that. I must have missed the mark there, because I did get a lot of comments about saying how fussy and saying how good certain fish are, and people even getting fairly passionate about it. Yeah. So.
Well, the frustrating thing is there's whether you want to call them tricky snapper or spangled emperor, red throat emperor, everyone calls them different names. Yeah, but grassies or whatever. You get that many of the bloody things. They're that frustrating, and you literally can catch hundreds of them in a day. And generally speaking, most of them are under 30 centimeters.
Yeah.
A lot of them under 10 centimeters. Yeah. So they're a pain when you are trying to get good fish. They can be a bit of a mongrel. But like that, in that video, obviously I didn't go with you, but in that video I watched you got a couple of pretty reasonable ones for here. And I know off the East Coast they get some monster ones, and we've got some really, really big ones way out like 60 Ks off the top of the islands. But in close, like, if you get one that's sort of 40 centimetres, that's a pretty good one for around here. So I didn't
measure them, but two of the ones I got, and I bought both of them home, they were, for here, they were very, very nice trickies, And
they are okay eating, but they're not a goldie.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably the best way of putting it.
And they're all head.
They're fine. Yeah.
But you did cook that one whole too, so and that's one key thing with those sort of fish too is if you cook them whole, then you get a lot more out of them, I suppose, than just filleting them.
Yeah.
Whereas if you take the sides off them, there's 90% of it's in the head.
Yeah.
And no big cod that day. Oh no, you did get one.
Yeah, well, not big, but I think I caught. Oh well, the amount of fish that didn't make the video is staggering. Like, so I did like a little quick cut sort of section where I showed where I caught 30 tricky snapper in a row, and that lasted 20 seconds. But then there's heaps. Like obviously I caught a dozen stripies, but like in the video you wouldn't have seen me catch a single stripey. So a lot of fish don't make the video. There's who wants to sit there and watch me catch little tiny fish all day, Yeah, but so there was several cod I caught for the day as well. But I couldn't even get a big cod. Yeah, as I said, I'm not complaining, but it's just not. Would have been nice to get one nice fish, real nice fish.
I'll take you out, mate, when I get a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, bloody hell. I had some fellas here the other day, and they're fans of your videos and fans of the podcast, and they're not in the rod locker yet, or they might be now, but they weren't the other day. But I told them to check it out. So, but they'd come over from Emerald. They'd week off work, so a couple of young fellas there bought a brand new boat, nice boat, and was giving it its first sort of decent run, and spent a week here in the caverns there, and they. I wouldn't say they struggled catching fish. They caught plenty of fish, but they didn't get many barras for the first 5-6 days they were here. So I was sort of catching up with them every other day at the club there, having a couple of beers with them, having a chat with them, and real nice guys. So I said to them, we'll go out. I had to go out one night anyway. So I said, I'm going to go out one night. You just come down with me, and I'll show you where to go. And so they ended up coming out, spending a night with me, camping out, and ended up getting a heap of barras. So then I went to bed pretty early. I think I caught one barra, and I was like, righto, boys, you just get your hardest. So I'm going to go watch a movie on my phone and kick back for a bit. So and they ended up fishing most of the night, and ended up getting half a dozen barras each or something. So,
yeah, awesome.
So poor bugger hooked himself pretty well straight in the chest with a brand new gold bomber. It was proper.
How did he do that?
He actually had a fish on the fish spat the lure and came back at him like a rocket and
slingshotted straight
into the chest. And he goes, it's in me. I said, is it in your shirt or in your actual chest? He goes, no, I think it's in my chest, mate. Give us a look. And I lifted his shirt up and had a look. Oh no, this doesn't look good. So because I've got a real good way of getting them out, like a pretty good trick of getting them out, but because it was so soft, it was just real hard. Like it was really hard to get it right. Yeah. And I didn't want to cut all the trebles off his brand new lure, so I gave him a pair of pliers and he just ripped it out with a pair of pliers. But he kept going all right, mate.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
Had a little bit of liquid courage and kept going. So having said that, since them fellas left, I've had 473 people exactly ask me to take them out, and I don't do fishing charters. I don't do any of that sort of stuff. I just had a few beers with them boys, and I was going out anyway. I said I'll show you where to go. So I don't certainly don't advertise. I don't do that.
Yeah. Closed for business.
Yeah, well and truly, mate.
Yeah.
Well and truly, yeah.
Cool.
So, but yeah, it was good fun though. Well, them boys had a good time.
Yeah.
Made their trip, they reckon. So, and like, you'd love to do it for everyone, but like, yeah, you just can't.
Absolutely, yeah.
You just cannot.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
Yeah. Want to check in on Big Pete?
Oh, Big Pete. Oh, man, yeah, I will. Man, I'll give him a call. We'll see if we can make this work, eh? We've got the technology.
Some standby music. There we go. Oh, that's fancy. Come on, Pete. What time is it? 5 p.m. He's asleep.
No. I'm on Do Not Disturb, so he's pretty good. He's pretty good. He's a lot better than I am anyway, getting back to me. He'll probably ring me back. Speaking of Big Pete, mate. Oh, this rum's not too bad. I don't want to get too much of a taste for it because it's a little bit out of my league for the price. But
It's good stuff, eh?
yeah. I'm making a bit strong. I don't want to waste the Coke on it.
Yeah. Yeah, I drank a bottle of this with him. On my last trip here when I was here a couple of weeks ago. It's not bad, eh?
It is quite nice. It's what is it, Cuban rum.
Oh, jeez, it does smell good.
He actually brought up some really nice bottles of port there too.
Yeah.
Oh, dangerous. Dangerous. You know they're good port when you've got to use a corkscrew to open them.
Yeah, rightio.
Which I didn't have a corkscrew, so I used 2 wood screws and a pair of plies. Nothing else, mate.
Yeah,
adapt and overcome.
Yeah, exactly. Do what you got to do.
Put 2 wood screws.
You're not going to not drink it.
Oh, definitely not. It was either that or smash the top off the bottle and then pour it through a sieve.
Yeah, filter the glass out. Yeah.
Into a bowl and then pour it back into another bottle. So, but I'll tell you what else, mate. He brought some secret family recipe German sausages up with him. Oh, mate, unbelievable. He brought that much food up with him. He stayed for a week. He could have stayed for 6 years. And seriously, he brought a freezer load of beef with him.
Yeah.
Steaks, tomahawk steaks, or like ribeye on the bone that he, and like big one, like 800, 900 gram ones.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, unbelievable. I actually cooked one the other night, and I tried sort of like Cowboy butter. Have you heard of Cowboy butter? It's like
I reckon I have. I can't think of what it is, but I reckon I've seen it on TikTok or something.
Yeah, just put like it's like butter, obviously. Heap of herbs and spices and stuff in there. Heap of garlic.
Yeah.
It's more or less garlic butter, but with like paprika and a few other bits and pieces and that. But yeah, basically I made a heap of that up and then put it in some cling wrap and then made it into like a roll.
Yep.
And then put it in the fridge or back in the fridge until it went hard, and then I cut it into like discs.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And then then sort of just left them in the fridge, wrapped in Glad wrap, and then cooked the steak in the oven for a bit, and then pulled it out, chuck it in the red hot skillet, like flat out, full noise, and then put a bit of that butter on the top of it, wrap it in foil, and then chuck it back in the oven with the oven turned off just for sort of 10 minutes, let it rest.
Yep.
Oh, mate, unbelievable.
Sounds pretty good.
Unbelievable. No joke.
Yeah, I've been slumming it, mate. That sounds bloody 5-star.
You said you ate a kilo of steak for dinner last night, mate.
Yeah, I did. It was a good quality rib fillet too.
Bloody hell. 2 and no invite for me.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, where are we? Yeah, that's was one of.
Oh, stop it.
Yeah, it was good. Good fun. Anyway, Well, what else did I have here, mate?
I got nothing, man. I'm not prepared at all.
I'll tell you what.
Been driving for 2 days to get here.
Something that usually happens throughout the week, which would normally happen tomorrow night. Not tomorrow night. The night up, Saturday night is Joker draw.
Yep.
Joker draw has been sitting at $5,000 for 6 weeks, 8 weeks.
Yeah.
I don't know, for ages anyway. It went off last week.
Yeah, rightio.
Went off, and the bloody mongrel that won it, obviously he got like $1,200 or whatever it was, $1,250 or something like that.
Just for getting his ticket.
For getting his ticket drawn out.
Yeah.
Then got the Joker, which was $5,000.
Yeah.
And then there was still like 3 draws left. So they redone it again. The next number comes out.
It was him.
His wife.
Oh, his missus, yeah.
Another $1,250 or whatever, $1,200 or whatever. And that's happened nearly every single week, I reckon.
Yeah.
That somebody's won it. And they've either won it twice, or them and their missus or something has won it.
Far out.
Like nearly every week, because there's only like the week before, I think, like Joe and Tamo, I think the servo guys, both won it. And like they bought their tickets
separately,
some at the start of the night, some at the end of the night. But it's happened to that many people though.
Yeah.
Like nearly everyone that's won has had their partner or their mate sitting beside them has won.
Yep. Need a bib, mate?
Need to recalibrate that machine is what we need to do.
Yeah.
What else? Nikita Zoo fight, mate. Watched that the other day.
Yeah, I missed that one. But yeah, he won, yeah?
He did. He did win. And the fight before it, that was a bit of a wild one.
Yeah.
That was stopped after the first round. Old mate buddy like pulled his was it like his bicep off his arm or whatever.
Oh.
Tore it, like his bicep was like up in his shoulder. But that what's old mate's name? He's like the bad boy of Australian boxing. He's a bloody
No idea.
yeah. They run amok anyway. Calling I don't know. I didn't watch any of the stuff leading up to it. If Nikita or Tim are fighting, I'll just get to watch them. I won't dive too much into any of the undercard stuff really, unless I know of someone in there or something like that. But yeah, I watched a few of the undercard fights and the fight before it. Somebody will be screaming at the TV going, telling us who it is for sure. And I do know both of them, but I just can't remember the names off my head. Old mate was a world champion. I'm pretty sure he was world number 1 for a while. Came back out of retirement, like he's 40, I reckon.
Yeah, okay.
And and the other fella that he was fighting's real big mouth on him. And as a lot of fighters do, they stir everything up to try and get sales and that sort of thing, no doubt. And after they sort of threw the towel in at the end of the first round, he's saying, "I can't fight anymore, man. My biceps done. Like I'm sort of finished. There's nothing I can do." And they had a big sort of argument about it in the ring, and his little brother jumps in and throws a punch at his coach's head.
I did see this now. You mentioned it. I did see it.
Yeah. Banned for life.
I did see that. Yeah, banned for life. Yeah.
So he should be too, because it was.
Yeah, you can't
stupid.
be doing that. You just can't be doing that. Like if you, yeah.
Just stupid.
Yeah. Obviously, yeah, very heated moment. Yeah, it was pretty wild.
But just crazy.
Yeah.
And then, Nikita, man, that was an awesome fight. I loved it. That was that was a real good one. He's just so good.
Yeah.
So good. Still just like every time I watch him or his brother fight, I just get so frustrated that they didn't get that sorted out in Vegas.
Yeah.
When the NRL was there, because that would have been so good. Like that would have been the highlight of my trip.
Yeah.
But I've never been to a live boxing event other than the podcast Royale.
Oh yeah.
So to have watched it in Vegas though, and Australian in Vegas with all the Aussies there for the footy, that would have been unreal. And then we've got UFC this Sunday.
Yeah.
Which is at the Sphere in Vegas.
Oh man, I can't wait to see what they do graphically and whatever. It's just going to be crazy.
I can't wait. So I've already told the boys Sunday my place.
Yep.
Mikey's going to get up at midnight and put the brisket on.
Yeah, righto.
Yeah, seems he's good at it now. He's got it sorted. I'll tell you what, I'll cook the loaf of bread, mate. Don't have to bother Normie anymore. Normie told you?
No.
Because in your video the other day, you did a brisket the other day as well. And that night you did the brisket. Normie cooked a loaf of bread for you, and I was asking Normie about how do you get this bloody bread so good, mate? Because I've got a bread machine and it just doesn't work for me. And he more or less said, "We'll just do what the instructions say."
Yeah,
and
that old chestnut.
No. He gave me a couple of red hot tips, and so I got the old bread maker back out, mate, and give it another go. And mate, bread come out absolutely perfect, spot on. So I was pretty excited. I seen Normie down the pub, and I said to him, "Oh, Normie, guess what, mate? Don't sweat. I've got the bread sorted, mate. I've got it all under control. I've got the bread maker working." He said, "Oh, what sort of bread did you make?" Like, I don't know, no. It was bread, all right? Don't get too technical on me. I've only just got it to rise, mate. I've only made these doughy looking pancakes previously.
Really?
So we've got the bread sorted, mate. Don't ask me what sort of bread it is, but it's bread.
Yeah.
And it's good.
It was good stuff.
So I'll might make a loaf of bread, mate. You put the brisket on, and we'll have a feed for the UFC.
Oh yeah.
I suppose that's something we haven't really talked about too much either. Is the weather at the moment? It's because
windy.
Mate,
it's windy.
But nearly everyone I've spoken to though at the bar, like nearly every group of fishermen I've spoken to at the bar, have said exactly the same thing, that they've watched your videos and then on the way up they've just bulk listened to the podcast the whole way and proper getting prepped and excited for their trip. So because this will be fairly current for people, like it has been windy, but the last week or so, but there's a bit of a break in the wind coming very shortly, and there's actually some forecast rain next week, which
see that.
For us it won't mean like we're not going to get inches of rain. There'll be no flooding. There'll be no getting stuck or anything like that.
It won't affect your trip at all. Yeah.
No, it'll be perfect though if it does. If we just get some light showers, because on the back end of that is we'll get some good weather, and it'll make things a lot nicer. So in actual fact, if we get some if we get say 10 mil every other day for a few days, mate, like they're sort of saying we may do, then that'll be excellent, because it means we'll start getting a little bit of grass and stuff back, and it'll kill the dust, and it'll make it more humid. But but we love the humidity.
We do. Yeah, well, even that day that last video I did, where the reef and beef episode, where I was out at the reef, and it almost glassed off. The forecast that day was meant to be fairly calm in the morning, but it was meant to pick up heaps, and it was meant to be really windy, but it just never came. Like it might have, after I came home, like it might have been windy at 3 in the afternoon or something, but while I was still out there, it just kept getting better and better. So you sort of have to be Johnny on the spot sometimes, I reckon, even if the forecast is bad. And if you're only here for 10 days, you're probably going to fish every day anyway. So
and the thing is too, is if you get out early in the morning, at the moment, because we are in that swing season, it's starting to warm up. Like the days are 35, 36, 37 degrees
and
peak,
humid,
and a bit of humidity. So the wind isn't at 6 o'clock in the morning. It's there might be a bit of breeze early in the morning, and then it'll die right off. And then generally like sort of lunchtime, mid morning to lunchtime is when the wind's picking up, and then it's rough in the afternoon. So if you're keen and you're up early and you get out there straight away, like there's a very good chance you can put in a few good hours of good fishing outside and then come back in the river and do a bit of fishing on the way home. So there's definitely nothing to be scared about. And a lot of the time too, even though it's been windy as hell here, outside doesn't always cop it like we do at this time of year. Like sometimes outside you can be out there and it's not bad at all. So
there's some days where I've been here and the trees are practically fallen over. With the wind, and then someone comes home from fishing, and they're like, "Oh, it was actually really calm out there." I'm like, "Oh, okay." So
a lot of it's very coastal. So, and you'll talk to the guys like on trawls and stuff like that work out wide, like 70, 80, 100 k's offshore, and they'll say the same thing. They'll say once you get away from the islands and you get out wide, like a lot of the time it's calm, even if it's obviously the big southeasterlies that come through when it's blowing constantly 20 knots, it's rough for them. But at this time of year now, when it's like this though. It doesn't affect out there. It's mostly the like onshore breezes that's sort of creating the wind at the moment. So if that makes sense. And which we've got, that's something we haven't talked about at all either, is the bloody morning glories, mate. That's been happening a bit over in like Currumba, Burketown way. So
Peter FC on
Might have to change it up.
Hey, mate.
Hey, Pete, what's going on, mate?
How's it must be my shit.
Must be your shout.
Yeah. Down the bar, right?
You wouldn't believe it, Pete. It is your shout. Listen to this, mate.
Put me after that. I'm going, yeah, my shit up. I'm late.
Are you got your bloody phone case on or something, Pete? You're talking through your hand again or something? Like you normally do. I can't hear anything.
Mine is going to. Is that better?
Nope.
Oh, geez, I wish I was up there. Been freezing out. I had a fall yesterday.
You what? You had a fall?
I said we had hay.
Oh, hailstorm. Oh,
Yeah.
geez, it would have if you fell over.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, fair point. Anyway.
Perfect.
All right, we'll say that to everyone for us and look forward to catching up, mates.
Will do, mate. Will do.
All right, toodaloo.
See you, mate.
See you,
Bye.
Pete.
Bye. Bye.
Well, that's Big Pete, everyone.
We just need to delete this podcast. What's that noise now?
No, that slider down. Yeah, that's
okay.
him. Yeah, that's Big Pete.
Yeah, people still think he's not real. After that. Yeah. Sounds like bloody Darth Vader or something.
Every time he rings me, he's the same bloody thing. You can't hear anything he's saying. Then, Peter, you on speakerphone? Yeah. Thanks, Pete. Yeah. Cheers, Pete.
Yeah. Yeah, we got any? You got a song nomination? Have you thought of one?
Oh, mate, one that's been recommended 50 times, I reckon, in the Rod Locker.
Yeah.
And young Kevin did it again this week or last week, put it in the Rod Locker again, is another Australian one, mate. It's called Crocodile River.
Yeah, rodeo.
And it's not about, I actually downloaded it the first time I saw it come up, just so I could have a listen to it. And it's not, I actually don't mind it. It's actually pretty good. There's a bit of, Australiana with a bit of fishing in there.
There's some of them, like, if it's a proper good song, sometimes if someone does a recommendation, I'll just send it straight to the list. There was one the other day which I literally, and I messaged the guy back and I was like, oh yeah, that's straight to the list. I'm in the wrong list, that's why I can't find it. Where are you? There it is. Yeah. Does it go in order of? Nope. Maybe. Nope. Oh, yep. Waiting. Fishing in the Dark was one. Yeah.
Oh, the Nitty Gritty Band. Yeah. That's there's a really good remix of that one as well.
Yeah. Okay.
I can't remember who does it, but yeah, it's a really good remix version of it.
Yeah. So sometimes, someone will. Because I have another list on my phone, in my Spotify called recommendations.
Yeah.
Anytime anyone messages or comments or it just says a song that you need to do this one. If I haven't heard of it or haven't heard it, I'll chuck it in the recommendations list and then I'll have a listen and then sometimes they get put forward. But then but my actual nomination for the Golf Mud Crabbers playlist is what we're talking about, guys. I reckon we do not have a single Granger Smith or Earl Dibbles Jr. Song in the list, so we'll do one that has both. Anyway, Granger Smith, he's got a what do you call it? Like an alter ego sort of thing. He does a character called Earl Dibbles Jr. City Boy Stuck. It's one that
it's a classic too.
Yeah, Ash introduced me to that song years ago. Yeah, City Boy Stuck by Granger Smith featuring Earl Dibbles Jr. That's what I'm adding. That's my nomination for this week, mate.
Perfect.
Yeah, so check that out. I think we must have close to 1,000 people following that playlist now on Spotify. Golf Mud Crabbers. 811 people have got that saved.
There are a couple of little wobbly ones in there that you may not get, but if they're all in there for a reason, so they're all good in their own right.
Yeah.
And
we won't be offended if you press skip on a couple of them. Yeah, as we do as well.
And then I'll add that Crocodile River, which is by Stephen. How would you pronounce that? Pigram.
Oh Jesus.
Pigram. Stephen Pilgrim. Yeah, that's it. And it is a pretty good song, actually. I don't mind it at all. So, and then actually, that was sort of, some people should nearly just get their own recommendation each week, I reckon. And
Yeah.
so,
yeah, we had another video from our mate, what's his bloody name? Oh, shit. Why don't I know his name? You know who I'm talking about.
I do.
Misha Tai.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you chew ice in that microphone, I will punch you in the face.
Mikey hates me chewing
and
ice.
smash that glass over your head.
I was trying so hard not to before too.
Yeah, I heard you do one crunch before and then pulled yourself up. I'm like, oh, lucky. But yeah, no, Misha Tai. Yeah, so we've played at least one of his videos. He's like a laid back guy from a small country town down in New South Wales. I think he's like some sort of pro fisherman.
Kiama or something.
Yeah. Not Kiama. It's not Kiama.
Something like that.
Like that. Yeah. And he'll literally just be sitting in his garage there having a few cans, and he'll just have music cranking in the background, and he'll just send us a little video, just saying, "Oh, hey boys, how you going? Been busy." And, it always puts a smile on my face when we get a video from Misha.
They are always good too.
Yeah. So Misha, send us a couple of song nominations, mate.
Yeah.
Send a couple. We'll just put them straight in, no questions asked.
And if you bloody send us a video without the music playing in the background, then we can actually play it. Because if the music's playing in the background and we upload it, then we'll get shadow banned or whatever.
Yeah.
We won't be allowed to put it up, but yeah.
Yeah. So.
But yeah, it is awesome you send them videos in, man. We love that. Actually, we need people to send videos in because we wanted to give away some bloody $50 off Jabber's rods, mate.
100, mate. We've upped it to 100.
We've upped it to 100?
Yeah.
Oh, send us some stories here, mob. These rods are the top notch. I actually did my best salesman impersonation the other day, mate. Some boys were in helicopters the other day, and I broke a couple out and give them the rundown. Said, "What sort of rods you?" No, and then Barra rotors. Oh yeah, righto. Yeah, no worries. Yeah.
Have you seen these rods from Jabbers Australia?
Yeah, they are. They are top notch, mate, and they fit under the seat of a chopper. Well, it depends which one you get, but the one that I showed them, the boys there, it fits under the seat, fits in the in the floor, easy. And the thing is, they are actually really good quality rods. So if you're used to using a quality rod like a Loomis or something like that, you can go to one of these rods as a travel rod and not lose that quality. And not So send us your yarns so we can play some. We can give you some money off a rod. We'll give you a token. You can a code or whatever. We can go online and you can buy one off their website and get yourself a good discount.
Yeah, them fellas from Jabbers look after us. So
Yeah.
So we want to give away some vouchers. So yeah, send us a video. Yeah. I feel like I want to delete the first 40 minutes of this episode until we started speaking to Big Pete, because I've just started warming up. I feel like the first half an hour I was just
asleep. You came out in your jocks when I pulled up, so and made a coffee whilst I was having a rum. So
I literally had a coffee to try and perk myself up. While we were recording at the start, I felt like I was literally looking at the thing going, we've been going for 25 minutes and all I've done is just spew vomit of words into the microphone. I'm like, people aren't going to want to listen to this. So if you're still here, thanks for
listening.
Getting close to the end.
What I was going to say though, when we just going back to the music, the playlist.
Yeah.
And I was saying that some people just need their own what do you call it? Their own song nomination each week.
Yeah.
And Kevin.
Yeah.
Every day, just about, he's posting something in the Rod Locker.
Kevin Blanchford.
And song nominations. Yeah. And he's always putting good content in there. He's not only that, but he's also on there all the time answering people's questions and giving good information and stuff back. So, and that's why when I seen that one come up, I thought, that's a good song. It's been nominated before, so I put that one up. But I'll do one too, because it is a good song. And I used to listen to this bloke all the time a few years back. And he's been here as well. He's not King Ash Bay, I don't think, but he's been a Barra. Troy Casadale.
Oh, cool.
And he's got a song called Last Mile Home, and it's really good, and it mentions the golf in it as well. So I'll I'll chuck that one in there too.
Awesome.
Yeah. Anyway, now that you're warmed up, mate, what do you reckon? We'll get the second hour out?
Oh, we've still got 3/4 of a bottle there. So anyway, we're going to shut it down, Bruce.
We're going to shut it down?
Yeah.
I can't think of anything else at the moment that I can give you, mate. So yeah.
Yeah, we're definitely not uploading this podcast. Shut it down.
Shut it down, Russ.
No, serious. The first half an hour or 40 minutes, I was looking at the clock going, man, this is not good. I don't know. What do you reckon? How do you feel?
Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah.
Guys in the Gulf.